Hey, tervetuloa. Welcome to this episode of the International Business from Finland podcast with me, Mark Wiltshire, where I take you behind the scenes of my solo enterprise or toiminimi in Finnish, working with directors and business owners from Finnish companies, sharing your workload so you can focus on growing your business. Welcome also to season 2 of the show. I didn't exactly plan to publish in seasons, but I realised it's good to take a break, refocus and start again, and I think I'll probably publish seasons of 10 episodes or so and then pause and restart again, although season 1 was 9. I was sure I'd recorded 10, but there was only 9 published, so season 1 was 9, the rest I'll aim for 10. And this week I wanted to take you back a couple of months and give you some insights into how I have experienced summer of 2020. The International Business from Finland podcast with Mark Wiltshire. Talking international sales, entrepreneurship, and making connections between Finnish companies, entrepreneurs, and workers migrating to Finland. One thing you may not know about Finland, especially if you live outside, is that the holiday entitlement is very generous compared to other countries. People listening from outside might find it strange, but a 4-week summer holiday is quite normal for workers in Finland, and 5 and 6 weeks is not unheard of. This is often supplemented with an additional holiday bonus on top of the salary that you're paid while you're on holiday, and it was originally intended to incentivise workers to come back to their manual jobs after their vacation. Nowadays it's used to help get you through such an extended break, it seems. While this is undoubtedly nice for the individuals, it does have an effect on business during the summer months. Everything slows down. Although this is the first full year that my toiminimi is supporting me and my family, it's not my first summer working in Finland. I've experienced this slowdown before and I anticipated it this year. I planned to manage the income of my toiminimi, my solo enterprise, and stretch it through the summer months. I just want to explain a little bit. With this form of company, from the income that comes in, I need to pay the VAT I've collected, income tax called ennakkovero, entrepreneurs' pension insurance called YEL, and various smaller bills, costs of the company. After this, everything else is essentially mine. But rather than taking out everything each month, I decided to take a set amount as a salary and leave the remainder in the company to get me through this summer slowdown. What no one predicted at the start of the year, however, was the coronavirus crisis. Now, I'm based in Seinäjoki, Etelä-Pohjanmaa, which has been affected much less than many other places around the world, and if where you are has been more heavily affected, then, peace and love. But my work is not in this area. It reaches outside of Finland to areas that have been more affected. This has meant that COVID-19 hit my turnover in various different ways. I had renewal orders for ongoing repeat business that was delayed, hopefully delayed and not cancelled. People that I was working with were furloughed, in Finnish, lomautus, until maybe autumn time, and project work was pushed back from June until after summer in August. Gradually, and yet all at once, I found my calendar for June and July becoming more and more empty, and I decided if I can't do any invoiceable work, then I'll focus on meaningful work that will have benefits at a later date. So although WISE, the Work Integration for Immigrants service, has not officially started yet, the WISE team has started working with a couple of individual immigrant entrepreneurs in Etelä-Pohjanmaa, mentoring during one company's pre-launch phase and then acting as an ongoing advisory group after launch for another company. And these are two services we plan to offer when our association launches in autumn 2020. So using this quieter period to work on a pilot of these is certainly a meaningful use of my time. I also decided to focus on developing new contacts for both sales development and voiceover work. So if you're listening to this after we connected on LinkedIn during summer 2020, then welcome and thanks for listening. Once I got to July though, I realised I would need some help to get through the quiet summer. Fortunately, the Finnish government has a couple of schemes that are aimed at solo entrepreneurs. Firstly, there is the Yksin Yrittäjän Tuki, or Solo Entrepreneur Support, which is a one-off €2,000 payment provided via the local municipality and which is available until the end of September 2020. There is also the temporary unemployment benefits for self-employed persons. So if monthly income drops below €1,089.67, a solo entrepreneur can apply for statutory unemployment benefit, which works out at up to €33 a day. I hopefully will talk about these in a little bit more detail in a later episode, while it might still be relevant and useful to other entrepreneurs out there. Anyway, we're now back in August. This is being published in early August. In Etelä-Pohjanmaa, the summer holidays are ending. People are starting to return to the office. Projects are hopefully about to restart and work can begin again anew. And clearly this podcast and this blog has started as well. I'm hoping to bring you a combination of solo shows and interviews covering subjects of entrepreneurship, international sales, WISE, the work integration for immigrant service, and also my decision to apply for Finnish citizenship next year. Now that will be a journey, so I'll probably take you along that journey with me as well. So let me know if there's a particular subject you'd like me to cover or a question you want me to try to answer. Please reach out and let me know. So as usual on podcasts, I'm going to ask you to rate and review this show, but I'll make it easier for you. Hopefully regular listeners will know now. Head over to ratethispodcast.com/Wiltshire where you can leave a review as well as a rating for this podcast. Also, if you found this podcast useful, interesting, entertaining, thought-provoking, then feel free to buy me a coffee, a virtual coffee, an online coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Wiltshire. I do, after all, live in Finland, the country with the highest coffee consumption per person in the world, so what better way to show your appreciation than by helping me feed my addiction by sending a few cups in my direction. And if you want to contact me, feel free to reach out at mark.wiltshire.tmi@gmail.com. Your email will come directly to me. Thanks as always to Mark from the magnificent Dodo Bones from the theme music. You'll find a link to their website, dodobones.co.uk, in the show notes. That's it for now. Until the next episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.